Welcome to 505.
On the rise. And today we have local artist Edgar Wonder.
What's up, guys?
How are you, bro?
Actually, I identify as non-local. No,
Oh,
just kidding. No,
non-local?
no, no.
Non-local?
No, I identify as local. Yeah, I'm a local producer. I do like event organizing. I do a lot of content creation with local artists and stuff like that. I also make my own music. So yeah, technically I am an artist myself, but I guess I identify more as a producer, content creator.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
Sweet.
Good
Yeah.
to know, because I was like, well, I've seen you perform, so you
Yeah.
know, I was like, musician.
Yeah, I love music, and that's one of my passions. But like entrepreneurship, music business, and just like relations with people, that's
Yeah.
that's something that I really love to focus on.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So like talking about like music, when did you start?
You know, I started probably when I was a little kid. I grew up in Mexico, and my
Okay.
mom was in the church choir when I was growing up, and so she has a story. I don't remember this, but she says like that I was at church and just like they invited me to be in the band when I was a little kid. I must have been like 4 years old, but I was playing so loud and just like they like took the strings off of my guitar.
No
And
way.
then so yeah, like it was cool though. Like I was in the church group, but no guitar strings, and I was just singing, but I knew all the songs. And so I started that, and then we moved to America. Then my mom joined church choir here, and then I started playing in the church group, and just kind of went from there. Had some good mentors who taught me a lot of stuff about music, and I didn't go to school for anything for music or anything. I went to school for business, and like music has always just been this passion of mine that I constantly work on.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, I think a lot of music you can kind of learn on your own just by practicing.
Yeah, definitely.
And like business, that's why I felt like I needed to go to school for business, because I'm not like that good at business.
Uh-huh.
I guess I need more.
And
mentorship.
Where are you from then?
I'm from Ciudad Juárez, Chihuahua, Mexico.
Ay, yo soy de Durango. Like,
Durango.
We're from Durango, yeah.
And is that in Chihuahua?
Nah, Durango it's Durango's just Durango, bro. Like that's a state.
That's a state.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
Durango.
okay.
But I'm from the capital, Durango.
And
That's sick.
Durango.
Yeah. And
Mero,
then-
mero.
Yeah, Mero Durango. Y luego my family is also religious, like we're Christian. Go to the Apostolic Church here. Yeah. And then Eric as well, right? Like
Yeah.
like so yeah. We have like a little background.
That's
of
like a Mexican
religion.
thing to be like super Catholic.
Uh-huh.
And that's kind of how I grew up too. Not that I'm like super Catholic now though. Are
Yeah.
you super Catholic now?
No, I'm actually Christian, but not like I'm not like I still believe in stuff, but
You
I'm
still-
not, like,
you
I
still
don't-
pray at night.
Yeah, still
Yeah.
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 But it's not like super hard, and yeah, I still like the religion too. So, but it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have any qualms with no religion aspect of it.
Yeah.
I do enjoy. I do think playing in church is like a big opportunity for little kids to get good at music.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah,
'Cause there's always those guys that are there for longer playing, and then they teach those younger kids.
exactly.
'Cause I'm pretty sure that's what happened to you.
That's what happened to me. Like, there was this one guy who was a mariachi. His name was McLean. I don't know. Maybe
Damn.
that wasn't his real name. I don't know. Maybe it was. And but he knew everything about music, and just the way he like knew all the chords and all the progressions, that had like a big impact on me. And I kind of see music in the same way. Like everything's a chord progression, and everything is like related. There's notes that like each other. There's scales in the music theory. Like that's a big part of what I'm really strong in as far as music goes. Because I'm not like the super best guitar player or singer, but when it comes to music theory, I think I understand it
You
pretty
nailed
well.
it pretty good.
I understand it like better than a few people, I would
That's
say.
sick. That's sick. But I was gonna ask like how did you what kind of music were you listening to, like besides Christian music or like Catholic music, or how
Yeah.
did you get that like mixture of like
Like
learning-
church music, but besides church music, I guess I was listening to like just pop music, whatever was on the radio
Bet.
in Mexico. My mom was like a music listener, but she wasn't a musician, so it's not like she had obscure
Sí, yeah.
music tastes. You
Yeah,
know,
definitely.
Mhm.
she just was listening to whatever all her friends were listening to on the radio. Like Juanes, growing up, he was on the radio a lot. 2001, 2002. Shakira.
Yeah.
Shakira for sure. Who else?
Those Colombian artists, actually, it's
Paulina Rubio.
Paulina Rubio. Yup. Hombres G.
Hombres
There
G.
was that one song that goes, Nada de esto fue un error. Whoa.
Oh,
Nada fue un error.
Yeah.
Nada de esto fue. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
That's sick. That's sick.
Dang, I didn't know that was by them.
Paulina Rubio, bro. Recently, me and my girlfriend were just like jamming out to Paulina Rubio. There's this one song I want to cover now, and I don't know what it is like. I don't know what it's called, but it's sick, dude. I want to look it up now, but dude,
You don't remember?
Play
how
it,
goes?
Beto.
play it right now. No, it's gonna me acuerdo ni el nombre, and it was legit. Like we were just jamming, and then she put Paulina Rubio, and she was like having her own concert. While I was just driving, I was an Uber driver. That's what I said. I'm her Uber driver.
Oh,
She
shit.
was just listening to Paulina Rubio, and I was like, that song is sick. And I was looking at the chords, they're like, ta fácil, you know. I
Oh,
might
yeah,
do
it's
it.
easy. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And so then when I moved to America, like, the radio was a bit different, but Daddy Yankee.
Daddy, yeah.
Daddy Yankee
yeah.
was big in, like, 2005. That's around when I moved to
Hell yeah.
America. And
Around what age was this? Like, how old were you?
9,
You were 9.
8 or 9.
Damn.
And
Paulina Rubio?
Paulina Rubio. Sound it out, bro.
Just sound it out. For real. I can't do that.
Because I can't spell it either.
I can't do that right now, bro. I can't even spell in general.
I don't know. Sound it out.
Nah, either way, you can't find the name like of the song. It's gonna be like
Paulina. It's like
Anyway.
Paul,
And then Ina.
I'm
Ina,
just gonna look it up.
and then Rubio.
Yeah, but so you come here at the age of 9 and stuff, and you're just listening to like también lo puro radio.
Yeah, just the radio. And then I got a CD player for my birthday one time. And I started listening to Daddy Yankee, just like Don Omar.
Don Omar, Wisin y Yandel.
Yeah,
There's
I never got one of those. But then they should, like, I had this one band, Cake, a Cake CD, and that was pretty good. Then I got a Beatles CD, and I was like, oh shit, the Beatles? Why does this shit sound so familiar? Yet I've never heard it before.
Okay.
So it was cool to hear, and that kind of just got me started on to wanting to learn guitar. And a couple of years later, my mom found a guitar at yard sales, and I just begged her. I was like, please buy me this guitar. And she didn't buy it for me.
Oh.
Oh.
So when did you get your first guitar?
No, just kidding. She actually bought it for me.
Oh, okay.
She ended up buying it for me. And then I started learning how to play guitar. My first guitar amp was this little piano that had a microphone input into it.
Okay, so sorry to interrupt you. I found the song Ni una palabra.
Ni una palabra, a ver, play it.
So no, like I'm just gonna. That's it. Goes like Ni una sola palabra. I'm just gonna play it because
Are we going to get demonetized?
I don't know. That's why they want to play it. Bro. I'll just play like a little bit.
Play it for 5 seconds.
Yeah, ni una sola palabra, bro. Because Beto couldn't find it. But
Beto,
go ahead
it's
with your
alright, Beto.
story.
What was I saying?
She bought it for you, the guitar.
Oh, yeah. So, like, my
This part. That song is sick, bro. Paulina Rubio.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. Watch. I want to see what.
Ni una sola palabra, ni besos ni miradas
That's
apasionadas,
That's
en
true, that's a
donde
rola,
los
bro.
besos que antes me dabas hasta el amanecer.
Bro, that song is fire.
Oh yeah, dude.
Classic.
See, I know every fucking song. I know every song of those.
Yeah.
And so yeah, whenever I started playing guitar, I was getting into the Beatles actually. I kind of wish I had gotten more into Mexican music though, not gonna lie. Or like whatever Paulina Rubio Latin music.
Like what kind of Mexican music though? Like corridos, viejitos, and stuff like that. Because I've seen.
I guess I just like
Instagram.
pop music. I like pop music. And in Mexico, like I guess the radio we would listen to, all kinds of shit would play.
Okay.
So like they would have Joan Sebastian,
Oh, Johnson.
and they would have Vicente Fernandez, or at least I would hear that shit at my grandma's house. Go over to my grandma, be blasting. Y volver, volver. Every time she'd have a cassette, she'd have multiple copies because they would get old and worn
Yeah, worn it
from
out.
years of playing. And then basically, yeah, I like it all, dude.
No, yeah, definitely.
I want to like,
That's legit how I feel too, bro. Deadass.
but I also I like my audience too. I like to play to my audience, and I want to play for dancers. I like people to dance at my shows, so I like playing stuff that
Groovy.
people, yeah, groovy and cumbias.
Mm-hmm.
And you could turn anything into a cumbia. So I want to turn like a corrido into a cumbia, maybe kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sick. Pero like what I was thinking of is like your Instagram. I saw this one song, and it's like, ¿cómo se llama? No hay novedad.
No, I know that. That's
Yeah,
right,
and that song, bro. Like I was like, this fool can do
Yeah.
anything.
dude. Well, that's a bolero
That's what.
and it's by los ¿cómo se llaman? Los Cadetes de Linares,
Yeah,
and they play corridos, they play boleros.
yeah,
But the instrumentation that they use, the accordion with the bajo sexto and the snare drum, and there is a little bit of bass. That is like some deeply embedded music. That's how I know I'm from this region of the world, because that music, it feels deeply embedded in my soul. Like
Yeah,
it feels
bro.
like it's
When you listen
in
to
my
it,
DNA.
yeah. When you listen to it, definitely like. It
Right.
goes with you.
You're
It
like,
goes with you. See, duele,
Right? You're like, oh man. When that accordion hits, like in any of those songs, you're like, damn, I feel like I've been listening to this kind of music for
Yeah,
for decades, for longer than I've been alive.
yeah, definitely.
It's in my DNA. And I think I heard my friend Brian, he's an old guy. He's a karate teacher, music guy, all around, harmonica player. And he says that, like music does embed itself in your DNA, just like the sound waves affect your DNA, and it somehow gets recorded in there, and it gets passed on genetically. And I think that's true. I think
Yeah.
that's true. I don't know the science. I don't know.
Don't quote me on it.
Don't quote me on that. I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, I think he just focused on space, though, right? No.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not Bill Nye the fucking science guy. That guy knows everything, right? Apparently.
For real.
For real.
Nah, but so yeah. So when I listen to that kind of music, I like it all. Really, I even like American music. Like I play country music for a living, with country bands, and I play bass with them. And I love country music because I see people.
Enjoy it, dance.
Oh, to them, it's in their DNA, and they're just like, oh my god, I love this stuff. So I love music for that reason.
Oh yeah, the fact that you just connect with people, make them feel a certain way.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's powerful. That's a powerful thing.
Bro,
honestly.
just like that open mic night when he started playing Juanes, like you could just feel the
Mm.
atmosphere, bro. Like the whole, like everyone was just wanted to get up and dance to it, bro. Like,
Damn, yeah, that's right.
Dead ass, like that open mic that we went to, I had seen your IG story, and then you were practicing that song, and I was like, this homie's about to play a banger. And then like that, we waited the whole night, and like we were all hyped. I don't know if you remember, we were all there. My girlfriend,
Yeah, I
and my
remember.
friends, and we were like,
I
singing
appreciated
along.
that, man.
Dude, that was so sick, bro. And then
That was a good time.
unfortunately, we haven't been able to go back just because like work and like podcastings and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But,
man. Yeah, I don't blame anybody for doing their grind,
Yeah.
because I mean, just because my grind is going on and putting on those shows, that doesn't mean that you guys, have to halt your grind.
No, yeah, and then that's the thing. Like, the first time I did it, I wanted to go back immediately, but like I haven't been able to. But yeah, that's something I want to keep doing, and like doing open mics, because it's just a cool vibe as well. It's you know more
good
than
practice too.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
practice,
good
but
practice.
You know more than all of us, bro. You actually like had the crowd going crazy for like at the end. We're like, what the heck, So
That was a good night, man, and it was cool seeing you perform, and it was cool that you brought all your friends, dude. You brought a lot of friends.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. Thanks. Shout out to the homies.
Shout out to the homies,
Yeah.
For real.
Deadass.
to Arturo's homies.
But honestly, bro, like I don't know how the open mic's gonna like keep going with.
Well, we're gonna do it only once a month.
now.
The final Friday of every month.
Final
Final
Friday.
Friday.
Sounds good, because like I wanted to go this last Friday, but I couldn't as well. But like now I'm just gonna keep going for sure.
Hell yeah,
And
dude.
I'm gonna take like hella homies and family now, bro. So it's gonna be
Dude. Whoa.
hella homies and friends, bro.
You brought hella homies and family?
Yeah.
Holy cow, dude. It's going to be like a wedding over there.
See, neta, que sí. It's because like my parents were like, get es que vayan. Like my parents were asking if they wanted me to go. It's like honestly, like there's a lot of people going already. And I'm like, nervous.
You're all,
So I was like, nah. So, but yeah.
Oh,
I feel
hell
like
yeah,
I'm just
dude.
gonna keep doing that. Hell yeah.
Is there a reason why you guys are just bringing it down to once a month now? Or
Well, we want to focus on quality over quantity.
okay.
So we did this all month just to kind of like boot camp.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so we want to go to just once a month so that we can focus more on one event, and we can actually charge a cover for people to come in. You know, like if people sign up for the open mic, it's free to come in, but like we want to make it a covered event so that people pay and go and
explore.
buy. Kind of like the fair, kind of
Yeah,
like
okay.
like a festival, state fair type of vibe.
And it's not that bad. Like it's sick. It's a cool vibe.
Yeah, dude, I want to have like a jump house, kind of. Like I really do. Like want to have like a jump house and a beer garden. Maybe an adult jump house. Like
Yeah.
just so it's
That'd
no
be
kids.
sick, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Although kids, I mean, people have kids and they bring kids, so.
Mechanical bull.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Mm.
That's a good idea. We got to figure it out. I mean, I guess we got to charge for the rides.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That's sick though.
Oh, well.
Yeah, and then let's get back to you, bro, and your music and stuff. You say you make your own music as well. I legit what we try to do when we have artists or like people, we try to like look up things. I didn't know you made music of your own. Like I knew that you produced for sure
Right.
because I had heard, but I couldn't find why.
Yeah, man. Well, I haven't released anything since 2018.
Okay.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So I've just been focusing on producing my artists.
Okay.
So I produce
Is there
people that
certain
I work with.
artists, do you
I
wanna
work with
name?
Micah Thunder right now. I work with Sarah Rowe. I work with Jimmy Climbs, Lil Mello.
So basically, all the ones from the collective,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. I mean that's the people who I work with. Those are the people who make up the collective, basically, right?
Mm.
And just like, yeah, JD Nash I worked with recently. Right now I'm really focusing on Micah Thunder. He's giving me a lot of work because he's writing a lot of incredible music, and that's cool. And I do like focusing on my own music every now and then. So I have some stuff in the works. I'm actually looking at releasing an album this year.
Ooh.
This year,
Yep.
just towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You should check out my album though. It's kind of like alternative rock. It's kind of cool.
I like that stuff.
It's cool.
I like okay.
It's
well,
alright.
Legit, I like every genre for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and I was gonna tell you. So you working with all kinds of different artists, and I feel like they all have different ideas and
Yeah.
styles. So which one do you think is just like not saying like better, but what should you like working with more? Like you connect more, or like you know.
I will say, I mean, Micah Thunder is really, really, really prolific, and every artist that I work with, I thoroughly enjoy for different reasons. But Micah Thunder is like really, just prolifically, he's on the mindset. Yeah, he's on the mindset of this is work. I'm gonna do this for a long time.
Yeah.
He's on that mindset, and that's the mindset that I'm on. So that to me is compatible, you know, because sometimes people get really caught up, especially when we're newbies. When we're kind of new at this, we get really caught up in like, man, the beginning stages are just so important. Although they kind of are, I would say the resilience and persistence is more important, and the consistency and the pushing through. Eventually, one realizes that, and it could be years, but that just shows like nobody's really meant to take off from the beginning.
No, yeah, definitely
You
not.
know, like you just have to keep working at what you're doing. Have believe, because you don't know for certain. You have to believe, like in what you're doing, and if you don't believe in it, make yourself believe in it, because self-doubt kills.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you've already invested a lot of time and energy into something, just keep going, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Make it better. Make it better along the way. Eventually, you might realize, oh, it was a mistake to have pursued it that long, but it's not a mistake if you learned something,
Yeah.
right?
No, like, at the end of the day, at the end of the time you start playing, you could be like, hey, I can play these couple songs, and you just like,
Yeah.
because that's the reason I started. Like legit, I was like, I like this song, and I think it sounds easy. You know, like I grabbed the guitar and I'm like, maybe it's easy to play, and then from there just kept on, getting to play songs that I like. And that's another thing I really like telling people. It's like, look, I'm not the best guitarist, I'm not the best singer either, but I can play things that I like, and that
Yep.
already makes me happy. Like, and you have
Yeah.
to find those certain things that make you happy in whatever you do,
Yeah.
And that's what I think. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, I agree with that. That's absolutely true. If you enjoy what you're doing, then you're doing something good. You know, if you find enjoyment in it. I mean, of course, like everything has a line. Like, you know, you can't go and do toxic things. Like,
Yeah.
and say that, oh, because I enjoy this, it's good for me. No. Like, doing things that require discipline and like a good mentality, those things are long-term rewarding. Like, those things bring you joy for a long time, and they
Yeah.
up your confidence. Whenever you do things that bring you momentary joy, those things actually make you feel worse about yourself. You know, like, so I always see music as like, dude, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
You can do music for a long time, and it's gonna bring joy for a long time. Just like you're saying, like, you don't have to do it to be the best. You don't have to do it to be famous. You don't have to do it to make money. You just have to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And if it makes, and it's gonna make you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I say to like people as well. Like, there's people out there like chasing the bag, trying to do like a job.
Me.
They, no, but like they're doing a job they don't even like or something.
Yeah, that.
And then I'm just like, if you're not happy, like that sucks. Like all I want for like my homies and myself and my family is like for them to do whatever makes them happy. It's like at the end of the day,
True.
that's what matters.
Me too.
Like,
Me too. I encourage all my homies to be like, to quit their day job. You know, some of them can't, and it's not like I'm like pushing them. Like, I'm just like, right. I'm just like bringing it up a little bit. You know, and I'm like, I love not having a job. I don't have I teach lessons. I would say that's my biggest job, but teaching lessons is hardly a job, bro. So it's
you
like,
enjoy it, right?
I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and it makes me better at music.
Yeah.
You know, constantly going over these rudiments to these kids and just like constantly reinforcing my own knowledge on music makes me a lot better. And I have a place to go and rehearse in between lessons. I can rehearse like,
Yeah.
if I have 15 minutes, I could just practice whatever I want to practice. And I also have my businesses. Like, I have a rehearsal space business that I rent out rehearsal space for musicians, and then I produce music. And I also, I do like some sales. I sell cars on the side. And what else do I do? I organize these events. I get paid to go and I pay myself to organize these events.
Oh yeah.
Like the Monster Music House. Everybody who's involved ends up getting paid. And it's working out, dude. I don't have a day job. I have more free time than anybody. But I also get cabin fever, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm home a lot.
No, so when you're just home, like, and you're trying to create music, like, what is your process? Like, let's say.
Well, dude, I gotta wake up and like have some time to myself first. I got to go on a walk, go to the gym, eat breakfast, drink coffee, and just like, have a routine.
Yeah.
I have to have a little morning time to myself so that I can actually focus on the day. Like, what is the work ahead? Otherwise, I'm constantly thinking about, man, I should have gone to the gym today. Man, I should have, all that shit, right?
Yeah.
And so,
all the grown-up shit.
yeah. Although, and then I go into music mode, or sometimes I go into work mode. Like, I'll do a little bit of emails. I'll do a little bit of promo. I'll make some Instagram content. And then I'll get to doing music. right?
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes the other stuff takes up all the time though.
Oh yeah, like definitely Instagram. Like it's hard to build like an audience, right? From
Yeah.
just from Instagram, and it's hard because like you have to be consistent. I've been saying that a lot. Like my first post that I did on Instagram was a cover, and it ended up getting like now it's up to 1,000 views, like the whole cover.
Nice.
But I stopped, and then like the next cover did like 800, and then I did another one recently, like after that one, and they were together like week after week. I did three, and then two of them reached 1,000. So I'm like, that's good. But then I stopped for like legit almost like 6 months because I was like, okay, I can't be doing like covers and covers. Like I want to focus on my own stuff. Like I want to like just creative and start writing my own things. And I stopped posting things on Instagram, and like the views are not as same anymore. I'm like, damn, I kind of regret that. Like, 'cause yeah. So you have to be consistent with all that stuff, and even with the reels as well. Like, I started posting like reels. They were all reaching like 1,000, and they're just like just music, singing ones, right? Little 30 seconds. And recently I've been posting again because I stopped for a while, and I'm not even reaching 1,000. I'm like, damn, like it's all about consistency and like just putting your work. And it
Yeah,
takes
man.
time. It takes
Consistency and making good content too,
Yeah.
man. Like sometimes, oh man, it's so hard to make good content.
time.
Like,
Definitely.
like if you're singing, if your covers are good and people watch them, like yeah, stick to that. But sometimes, like, man, people don't like the song that you cover, or maybe sometimes you just don't sing it that well, or like that's what I've run into. It's like I got sometimes people just don't like the content. Like what is content that people like?
Yeah.
So what I've ended up doing is I'll just copy like whatever other content people are doing.
Okay.
Right? Like when I'm trying to do like a TikTok, like I'll just do a trend.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like cover videos, I've always had a hard time getting a lot of views on my cover videos. So like, it must mean something. I don't know what it is, right? It must mean that it just isn't that good, you know? So it's like, but whenever I'll post like some producing shit,
Mm-hmm.
get a lot of views,
Oh,
get a
yeah.
lot of likes. And I was like, okay, I see. And then even within that, it's like, what is the exact type of producing content that people like to watch? Whenever I show myself producing a song, kind of edit it all together, people actually kind of like that one. But the more viral one is like a tip, like an informational tip.
Okay.
Like here is
Something for your vocals. Like.
yeah, how to make your vocal shine, how to make snaps fat, how to make like anything sound like anything, whatever. People really like infotainment. And so like figuring out what kind of content people like
Or
is
like directing
really
to the
important.
audience, right?
Exactly.
Like
Like
connect-
figuring it out and your niche, what you are good at. Like I've never gotten 1,000 views on any of my cover videos, right? Like if you're getting 1,000 views on your cover videos, just keep doing that, dude. There's nothing wrong with that. Like become an influencer. I would say become an influencer in a niche of what you enjoy doing, and like go to something else eventually. But prove to yourself that you can see something through, and that's what I want to do too. Is I've had this vision of starting a music collective
Mm-hmm.
and starting a production team.
Young Money.
Young Money.
Just
And I don't even know what that looks like.
It's by Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, bro.
But no, for real, like I've heard of those guys,
Yeah.
but I don't even know how they do it or
Yeah.
what they do, right?
Or like starting a label or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, man, I've had to make it up. I've had to invent it every step of the way. And that's kind of how building an Instagram is too, building an audience.
Yeah.
You have to make it up all the way and just figure out what the right things to do are.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard. Like really, it's really hard. But honestly, as long as you kind of have an idea and keep persistent, I think that's how it is in life. Honestly, just keep being persistent every single time,
Grinding it out.
grinding it
Grind
out,
it out.
and honestly, stay positive, because it's like,
Stay positive.
bro,
Forgive yourself.
Yeah, because like sometimes I'll be posting something and I'm like, damn, like I'd be hurt because I don't reach those numbers anymore, and I'm like, damn, like it sucks. And then yeah, like you know.
Although I will say, Tawitas, yeah, exactly, bro.
Tawitas poquito.
No, but you know, it's like sometimes. So here's the thing. Here's actually a little secret that I've learned is, you should go back and delete followers.
Okay.
Followers who don't like your content. Yeah, chinga su madre. Like restrict them, or make them unfollow you.
Yeah.
Like remove. I think that's what it is. You can remove followers, and because those people, they'll look at your content but they won't like it, and it makes Instagram think that your content, it won't show it to as many people.
Okay, that's
So if you have 1,000 followers and you're only getting, 100 views on stuff, that means just Instagram. It means that you have a lot of ghost followers who see your content or just scroll past it and don't like it.
Yo, and then something that also bugs when it comes to like that. This happened to me at the club actually. I saw someone, and like this person knew my girlfriend as well. Comes up to me and he's like, "You sing now?" And I was like, "Well, I always sang, but I never posted it." It's like, "They're really good. I really enjoy them and stuff." And I was like, "Thanks." And then I checked and I was like, she's never even liked any of my videos or posts. And I was like, wait, what?
Oh, so she watched, but she didn't.
Yeah,
she
so
didn't like.
Like, and dude, that happens a lot. I'm like,
well, dude, yeah.
I'm like, why? Like, don't even mention it next. Like, it just.
It's like, don't mention it next.
Just be like, hey, like, what's up? Like, how you
do you
doing?
follow her? Do you guys follow each other?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, so that means, exactly.
That's just weird, though.
You could remove them. You could remove them as your follower.
It's funny.
And then you can, or and then unfollow them. Or you can just unfollow that person, and increase your numbers.
No, yeah, it's just funny, bro, because it happens to me a lot. Like, hella people would just be like, yo, what you doing is sick. Like, even with the podcast. And I'm like, they're not even following the podcast.
Dude, yeah. I've experienced that where they're like, when am I going to hop on the podcast? I'm like, you're not even following us. Like,
yeah, you got to follow. Well, maybe there's your way. There's how you sell it. You got to start somewhere. Although I will say, your best friends are rarely going to be your biggest supporters. Not going to lie. Because, like, you grow up, like, your best friends from your entire life. What do you do with your best friends? Travesuras. Freaking just go get in trouble, do nothing, hang out, play video games. Like, those are friends because familiarity.
Yeah.
But they're just not going to be your biggest supporters. Nobody's a prophet in their own land.
Definitely.
Like, it's like you must go out and search the people who actually appreciate what you're doing and cultivate the relationships with those people, right? Not
tribe.
Exactly.
Tribe.
Yeah, like build the tribe of people. Quit focusing. This is something that I learned is quit focusing on the people that don't support. Hyper focus on the people that do. Like, just text them.
Yeah.
Get their number or just DM them. I spend a lot of times on Instagram DMing all the people who I'm friends with, who are my supporters, who follow Monsoon Music House, who like my music. Like, I spend a lot of time building connections with them, sharing their content, like that, dude. And that builds like a little bubble of attention.
Yeah, definitely. And like you see it because like I experienced that with homies. I'll be like, oh, at first they were like nobody. A reason why I started the podcast was because like, oh look, like I've been posting videos and like they're not sharing by like homies what I thought would share, And I'm like, I wonder if there was other artists that like felt that way, like their friends aren't even sharing their stuff and they think they're doing something good because that's what I thought I was doing. And then I was like, why don't we just start a podcast where we can like any artist could just DM us and be like, we'll share it, bro. Doesn't matter what it is, like if it like legit any craft, like we'll share it. We don't care because that's how I felt at that point. And like that was one of the reasons I told Eric. And then I'm like, I've been like thankful with like Eric and like a couple of my friends because like there's a solid group of friends that always share like what I post. And I'm like, those homies are like, I appreciate it hella,
Exactly,
and you appreciate those people and you're like, hey, like.
You appreciate those people, yeah. And it's not like you can expect everybody to be like that, right? You can't expect everybody to just support you. Sometimes people have their own motivations for supporting or not supporting.
Yeah.
And most of the time it has nothing to do with you, right? It has to do a lot with where they're at in life. And like you can grow those relationships And there's this awesome book. It's called Six Figure Musician, that kind of talks about how you can monetize those relationships, how you can monetize the relationships that you have with people who support your craft. You can, just really turn it into something that they receive a lot of value from, to the point where they're going to pay you $3 a month, if that, right? Or $10 a month. $10 a month is $120 a month. Find 1,000 of those people. That's $120,000 a year, right? There you go.
It's you just have to find those people.
Find those people one at a time.
Yeah.
Build that relationship. Start a fan club or something. Once you get to 1,000, I don't know. I mean, that's a big goal. 1,000 people paying into your fan club for $10 a month.
Yeah.
Or
just supporting you in general.
Yeah, or make it 5 so that it has to be 2,000 people. Make it $5. That might be easier to do.
Yeah.
Right? But like 2,000 people supporting what you do, that shit adds up, dude. 2,000 is not a lot of people.
No.
We're talking 2,000 people can turn into 10,000 people real quick.
Yeah.
And then you're making $500,000.
Yeah.
And that turns into 100,000 people. Then you're making $5 million.
Oh yeah, and it's just crazy to me. Like, why not just share your homie's content? Because like, let's say you might like it, but it's your homie. But what if like your followers like the content, and then like that's where it just keeps
Well,
building,
dude,
bro,
that's one of the things about Instagram actually is that's not cool. Is like everybody has their own little image on Instagram, so it's like everybody's like, considering their own
what other people think, what they post.
Exactly. Like, oh, am I going to share my homie's content? What are people going to think about me for sharing my homie's podcast that he does at home, right? Like, dude, I know for us creators, like, it's not hard to share something like that because we all do that. We all do that, and we want support. But for the average person, they're just like, oh, what are people going to think of me?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and like that's kind of childish, At
Yeah.
the same time, it's like,
I mean,
we're adults.
99% of people are childish then, Like, that's the bitter truth, man. I mean, here's the thing. I would say, like, your friends are just like, are your friends musicians or are they content creators?
I don't have a friend that plays anything.
Right.
I think from my friend group, I might be one of the only ones. I think I have, because we kind of have the same friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
there's a couple.
There's a couple that make like rap music. Some make rap.
And then you guys might be able to relate to each other. Like, how often do you share his stuff?
Well, like that homie stopped sharing, like posting stuff a while ago.
Oh.
So like most of these homies are like chilling. But like there's this one homie right now that's making a lot of music. Like his name is David, and like that homie we've been sharing his stuff.
Does he share your stuff?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Oh, David.
David
This is
does
for
a
you, David.
podcast.
He shares our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shares our podcast for sure.
There you go. David knows what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out David Kuja.
Shout out David.
Yeah, but
like homegirl, Alicia. I don't know anybody's name, but I'm sure there's an Alicia in the group or some shit like that, right? Just like who likes makeup tutorials and like doesn't share those.
yeah.
It's not like girls like who watch a shit ton of makeup tutorials. They don't click share on that shit ever, right?
Yeah.
They just watch it and move on. They hit like maybe,
Maybe. Put that little heart.
but they move on
Yeah.
because everybody has this little image, like that they're trying to uphold on Instagram.
Definitely. And I think it's just on all social medias, to be honest. Because, like, I've
Totally.
been posting on Facebook as well, Twitter, and then...
But you have to kind of, like, give people an incentive to share,
Yeah.
right? So, like, it has to be multi-content. Like, my most popular post that I've ever had, 30,000 views, is that of me dancing in front of the train.
I seen the...
You seen that one?
Big
Everyone
and
saw that
strong,
one.
Yeah.
He was big and to Rasputin. Then his eyes are made of gold.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that is not music content. That has nothing to do with any of the music that I've ever made.
Yeah.
Right? But, I thought it was clever that I put the showtime, that I put, like, this is, I knew when I saw it, when I saw the train passing by, I was like, I'm going to fucking dance in front of this train. I told my friend to film me. I knew it was gonna be good content. Like this is, and I've never made content like this in my life. This is good shit. It could have just been that. Could have just been a little TikTok video, but no. I decided to make it about my music, and I think that's kind of like a clever way of like
Involving.
and bringing it all together, right? Like that's what a lot of celebrities do. That's what a lot of these professional content creators do. They figured out a way to make really relevant content that somehow ties back to their image.
That connects to them.
Yeah, because like just doing like a little TikTok dance, anybody could do that, you know. Like, and unless you're like a really beautiful woman, or a beautiful guy, like people aren't gonna hit your profile and go and follow you, you know. So like, but if you make it about a story, about music, about my show, about my podcast, about something, and tie it back together, that is how you. That is called marketing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's something that we're trying to get better at, you know, because the marketing is everything, bro. Like legit,
Facts.
it's literally everything. And that's how you get that's how you get the views, that's how you get the likes, that's how you get everything. So marketing is important, but the bad thing is like we're learning it as we go. Like
Right.
legit, we didn't have no clue of what we were doing.
No, we started with nothing. like-
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
we started with one mic, bro.
Just sharing one mic.
Yeah.
Well, we just put it in the middle.
Right in the
Aha.
we
No
all
camera,
just
no
talk.
video. Like that's how
Well, that's what's up, dude. Look at this. I'm really comfortable. I like that I have my own mic. You guys have a mixer. You got a PA, Beto,
yes,
killing it.
But yeah,
That exactly. You wouldn't have gotten here if you hadn't even started with that mic,
yeah,
right?
that's true.
Yep.
Sometimes people get so caught up in how they're gonna start that they don't even start.
No, yeah, legit. How it started with us was like, bro, all right, let's start. When are we gonna do it? I was like, should we record our first episode tomorrow? And I'm like, bet. And like we just put like legit, like I said, like in our first Instagram post, you can legit see just little smaller mixer than that one, and it was
Just
just
like 2 chairs, a mic stand, one mic.
yeah, and
Just
then we
talking
just
to the mic.
talked, and it was honestly, the content has gotten way better. Like, you know, like since the beginning, we were all over the place. Like I forgot my age, bro. Like I was talking, I was so nervous, and we were to get like nobody was here to even see us. I legit said I was like, I think 19. I was 20 at the time, and I was like I was introducing myself and stuff, you know, and it was like, what the heck, like being nervous.
Just nervous.
And then, but now it's more natural. It flows better, and then like we've had great people on the
Yeah.
on the
a lot of cool
pod.
people on the pod.
So
Yeah, dude.
it's
I've been
interesting.
seeing you guys, the progression. Very cool, man. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So, yeah, and then another thing, now that you were here talking about the podcast, bro, like we've been doing this thing called Artivities, and it's like where we want to get like little artists to perform, and then I saw you perform that producer spit, so it'd
Yup.
be sick to have you like perform or do like a little.
You got a guitar?
Yes, sir. What like
What type? There's 2 over here.
what you want?
A bass
Nah,
over
Acoustic. An acoustic guitar is fine.
we can set up something in a bit, and then
Okay.
yeah, so you can
Yeah, I'll
like,
do it.
end it up like that or what? End up like we'll keep talking for a little bit
Yeah.
more, and then you can play something
Okay.
for sure.
Sounds good.
Bet. But yeah, bro, that's sick because we've been trying to get that going, and like again, because like I work with my dad, and then Eric goes to school and stuff, so it's hard to like schedule people. Like we try to work with like Thursday, Fridays, and like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know, so
Yeah, man. That's one of the things. Like, I stay so busy nowadays,
mhm.
but not even like. I just have to commit to, like, doing what I have to do.
Yeah,
Like, it's not like I have appointments or anything. I just have shit to do, right?
Mhm.
And so like I write it out on my agenda, and I'm like, I have to do that at that hour,
yeah,
or it's not gonna get
or
done,
it's fuck.
or it's like just like I'm gonna put it off.
Yeah,
So yeah, like I stay busy that way just by writing stuff out that I need to do, and if I have to be really strict with myself, otherwise I fall into a rut.
oh yeah, that I feel like that's just adult life, bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude,
time management is
absolutely.
everything.
Dude, and falling into a rut as an artist, as a musician, entrepreneur, fucking self-employed, it's death, dude. You fall behind, it could take weeks to fall out of a rut, dude. It could take forever. And so learning how to avoid that and learning how to pull yourself out of it, learning how to avoid it is the first step.
Yeah,
Prevention.
like not procrastinate, cause like dude, procrastination,
dude.
bro, That shit deadly.
Dude, deadly.
It just leads to more bad habits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And
Absolutely.
well, I experienced that hella, especially in high school and stuff. You know, like even in college, I was like, and it would
Dude.
just bite me in the butt all the time. So now I try to do like for example, be like, I want to do this cover. If I don't do it by this time, I'm like, I'm not gonna do it till like next month, like dead ass. Like that's how it is.
Yeah, dude.
It sucks.
It does. I've had problems with procrastination all my entire life. High school, dude, I got straight Fs in high school.
Mhm.
Straight Fs. I got my GED
Mhm.
and just like, luckily I'm not dumb, so like I passed my GED pretty easy. I mean, I'm you know,
Albert Einstein. You
I'm
know?
not Albert Einstein, but I'm not slow. I'm not that slow. So like I did all right, and I got my degree, business associate's degree, CNM. That was hard because of procrastination too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But now, like when it comes to music, when it comes to like starting my own businesses, I'm just obsessed with it.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
just obsessed with.
You're happy. You're happy where you're at.
Yeah, I have to keep doing it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then, what goals do you have for like you just keep going? Like, what goals do you see yourself doing?
Well, I really see this collective that I've helped start with my friends. I really see this being a successful thing, that we're multifaceted, like collective of musicians. We don't just do music. We put on events. We produce. We have studios.
Mm-hmm.
Like my dream would be to have a place for you guys to come and do your podcast. Like upgrade your studio.
That'd be
That'd be
sick.
You know,
sick.
just have like a studio that's like sick. Here's the 5 and 5 on the Rise podcast, and just like have a place where people can go and record podcasts, music, all kinds of shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want. Monster Music House is the beginning of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then like you're surrounded by great people with the same vision
Yeah.
that they want to.
Dude, I'm
Real-
blessed. Dude, I'm blessed. But that's when I saw these people, I knew. I was like, dude, I need these people to be on a team together with me.
Yeah, because we've had Jolene recently, and she also was just like, also glad I found, like for you, for example, you and like all the other people that she's been working with, because
Mhm.
dead ass like, it's just helping the community, like dead ass.
Yep.
That's what we want to do. We want to bring light to the people in Albuquerque, the people in New Mexico. 'Cause
Dead
there's
ass.
talent. There's talent here.
Dead ass
There
talent.
is so
And I
much
feel
talent.
like it's perfect timing too. Now that COVID, like everyone's gone, you don't really see people performing or anything like that. Now that everything's opening up, and to have this podcast and like have you guys come on, shout out your music, shout out this collective, like it's awesome.
Yeah, it helps.
Dude, yeah.
It helps. And like I said, I've been saying, Albuquerque is not like California yet.
No, not yet. Right? Not yet.
But it's gonna be like that, bro. I have faith, especially because we've been meeting so many people that want New Mexico and Albuquerque to just be
on
be
the
the
map.
next,
Yeah.
be the next, you know.
Yup.
So it's cool. It's cool to like meet people like you that like legit we can be like,
Thank
yo,
you.
un paro, haz un paro acá, like
Yup.
you know, like it'd be like sick, yeah, because it's like for a purpose, bro. Like we have the same goal, like legit. So yeah,
Yup.
it's sick.
And like for anyone listening out there or watching this, what was a message you would give to like upcoming musicians, artists, entrepreneurs?
Dude, connect and don't give up. Your network is your net worth, and don't let anybody put you down. Just keep going. Don't even let yourself put yourself down. Just do not give up.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Definitely. And
Right.
to end, do you want to start giving out your like where they can find you? Your
Your
social
plugins
medias?
and stuff.
Oh, okay. My plugins, Waves plugins. I got C4. No, just kidding. Hey, check me out on Instagram, Edgar.Wonder. Find me on Spotify, Edgar Wonder. Find me on YouTube. Check out Monster Music House on Instagram as well.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
And remember, guys,
Keep rising.